मिजाज लखनवी।
रात हंस हंस कर ये कहती है कि मैं
written, designed and directed by Salima Raza.
Professionally, I'm a broadcaster and I've also worked on television with Doordarshan. And in Lucknow, I was only about maybe 12 when somehow I was sent to the radio station for a children's program. School se le jate. I used to earn 5 rupees for each program. It was a lot of money. And then we came to Delhi. We were all actors that were in the amateur theatre in Delhi at that time. Some of us, like Roshan Seth and Sushma and Joy and all of us, we realized that we had to do something, to not just sit around and wait for things to happen. So we started a semi-professional company. It was called Yatrik. But it was about 10 years ago that I lost my husband and life sort of changed. I decided to take a big decision, and that was to move from Delhi to Mumbai. Came here and suddenly I found that I was a nobody. And it's then that my son-in-law Kumud came to me and I said, I know what's going to get you out of this. You've got to get back into theatre. Prithvi was not where we rehearsed. Prithvi was where we performed. My routine would be, I would get up in the morning, call for an auto, which would then take me from our house to the jetty. The jetty, there is a boat, which is actually a machhora ka boat, fisherman's boat. So you have to go down, and if it's high tide, then it comes up. If it's low tide, it goes right down. So somebody has to hold on to you, preventing you from slipping and falling into the... It was like being in a movie. So the whole thing would take a minimum of 6 hours, minimum.
And you would go with your eye drops and your...
Yeah, I had to, and I have a problem because of that chikungunya business. So I can't sit too long. So I have to keep getting up and taking my stick and walking while I'm rehearsing, and then come back and sit down. It's a whole thing in its own, but it was such fun. Interestingly enough, Kabir, who is also getting interested in theatre, he does say, oh, so Nanu, you can do that. You can really go when it's low tide and you can really jump into the boat. I say, well, I don't know, I may break my leg, but I'll give it a try, yeah. Because, the interesting thing is, if it comes from your own experience, then the child takes it, which is what happened to me. I saw my mother doing all these amazing things. I went and met her in prison, as you know, and I was little. She just came to me and sat there and we talked, and she said, that's all right, yes. When ये तो नहीं होता ना, मैं रोती, वो रोती. तकलीफ भी अपने आप में एक बड़ी strengthening चीज हो सकती. And when she passed away, my daughter Huma, I remember we sat down and we discussed this as to how we're going to, as a family, Asad, my husband, and my son, Amir. And he said, I think we only have 2 options. One is to mourn her, to always feel we've been deprived and whatever. And the other is to celebrate her. I hope that if that is one thing that my children or my grandchildren, or you and your children, when you remember me, I hope that would be something that will perhaps help you.